Yeah, credit to Northern Iowa. I've got great respect for their team, their program, their coach. They've been winning for a long time, and they have a real DNA that has won games for a long time for them. So great respect for them. Certainly, they earned the victory today. Disappointing for us on a lot of levels because you work yourself back into the game and then kind of shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times, and another game that you feel like woulda, shoulda, coulda had a chance to win there at the end, and we didn't. So got to keep perspective here. We're going to have to be able to handle a lot more adversity than losing 2 games in a row over a course of a 31-game season, and we'll have to respond the right way moving forward. But credit to Northern Iowa tonight. They earned the victory.
Talk a little bit about the turnovers. Obviously, 20 of them tonight. Is a lot of those, you call it attention and detail kind of turnovers?
Yeah, I would those taking care of the ball is like at the root of what I believe as a coach, and eliminate the things that get you beat. And when I tell you that we cover and watch as a team and talk through those scenarios and the certain turnovers that we have, every game we do. So at the end of the day, that's our job, is we've got to help them avoid those situations. But certainly we got to play a lot smarter than we have, and that eats at me. So we got to be accountable. That was my word to them. I said, if we're feeling anything other than accountable for our own actions, all of us included in this room, then we're missing the boat, and it's gonna stunt our progress and our growth. But those are things that we've got to be able to figure out and eliminate. And you're not going to eliminate the turnovers to 0, but those 20 turnovers are 20 possessions where we don't get a shot on goal. And sometimes I feel like maybe I teach it and emphasize it so much that they're getting a little tight, but the turnovers that we have wouldn't indicate we're being tight. It would be careless, and we just have to be better.
Did you like the competitive spirit tonight?
It was better. It was better. I thought as the game wore on, we got more 50-50 balls, but you have to have a high level of competitive spirit in this league every night. Every night. This is a very, very well-coached league. I think that's well documented. Teams play the right way, and if you don't play the right way and you don't play with the grit and the toughness that's required, you get left behind real quick.
So even with all the turnovers, there's still a 3-point game with about 5 minutes left, and then went about 4 minutes without scoring. What does the team have to do to kind of get over the hump and tie the game or even take the lead?
Yeah, we got to play tougher down the stretch. I thought whether it was fatigue that it ailed us late, or we had a couple turnovers late too that took points off the board. But at the end of the day, possessions, especially as you're getting into the final 4 minutes of a game, those are gold, and you've got to guard those with your life. And we were a little careless, and I thought a little soft late, and it bit us.
Bounced back tonight in a big way. Did you see that kind of the last couple of days, him getting more of his rhythm in practice?
He's getting more of a rhythm, yeah. Him coming back after Christmas and being able to practice. I think young players underestimate the importance of practice sometimes with confidence and success and rhythm of the game that's necessary. And when you get repetitions, and you can get consecutive repetitions over consecutive days, it helps. And the best ability as a player is availability. And this was, I think, one of the first games that we've had all 15 dressed, at least in a while. So I'm not down on our team in terms of what I think we can be. I'm just disappointed with how we performed tonight. Yeah, and we've all got to own that and help our players get better. Yeah, it's a balancing act because there's an urgency that is required to address some of the issues and things that have held us back. As you know, we've had a ton of close games here, and there's an urgency that you have to coach with that stings. You know, sometimes it stings. When you don't get the job done, it should sting. But you have to be able to balance that and get a feel, I think, for where your players are at. We've got to be able to build confidence in them, but at the same time, trim a good chunk of our very highly preventable turnovers. And yeah, that's on us. So we've got to figure that out.
Seneca seems like he's in a little funk. 23 minutes, he only takes 2 shots.
Yeah.
How do you kind of get him kind of going a little bit?
Yeah, we'll have to look at the tape. I probably have some thoughts, but I don't want to comment right now without seeing the film. I do know that Seneca's success this year has been tied to our ball movement when the ball's moved better, which I thought it did tonight, and his effort and his energy, and then his rebounding. Which tonight he had 8 rebounds, 1 offensive. So when he's active on the glass, especially the offensive glass, he finds the ball. Some guys, you can put them in positions, and you need to put them in positions. Some guys find the ball and find ways to impact the game. I would put him probably in that category, but I think we got to help him get to his spots a little bit better, probably. That's probably a fair assessment, yeah, without viewing the film.
Right. And how do you think Colton played coming off the injury?
I thought he played gutsy, yeah. I thought he played gutsy. Colton, I could tell he wasn't moving as well as he normally does. The guard, 13 tonight for them, he was 5 of 7 from 3 and 7 of 13. He's a tremendous player, leading scorer in Missouri Valley Conference. And you look at him, he looks like, he should be riding his 10-speed to the candy store. He looks, he doesn't look the part, and then you get out there and you're like, whoa, man, this dude has some gifts. One of his gifts is starting and stopping and being able to stop on a dime and bury threes at a high clip. And Colton struggled, I thought, a little bit with the starting and the stopping tonight, but that was, to be honest, to be expected. He's been out and he's battling. I love him. I love all of our players. I want so bad for them to to be able to figure this out sooner rather than later. Thanks, guys.